This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so today I'm going to focus on the integration. So one of the integrations which I want to show you, see in the web server, we'll take it up Apache, and in app server we'll take it up Tomcat, okay, and the DB will take it up MySQL. Containers, I think we covered last time Docker, and orchestration platform we have a Kubernetes, okay. And then another one, last one, which is AWS, which is cloud. We'll have a AWS. So 111 for every categories of integration. So let's understand that how integration works. So let me help you to visualize this. So this is a Datadog website, okay, and here this is your machine. This is your machine. Now here you install the agent which you did it last day. So let me install the agent here. So now you install the agent, and this is the Datadog website. So now this is Apache which is running. Okay, and this is Apache. This is Tomcat. I will call it Tomcat. This is a Tomcat, and this is MySQL for time being. This is the three integrations which I'm targeting in one go. So MySQL. So you know what? This agent which capture many information like CPU collected, RAM collected, this disk collected, network collected, all this thing. But this agent is not enabled or designed for collecting MySQL or Apache or Tomcat or XYZ, any other tools. So for that only, we in Datadog we do the integrations. Got it?
Yeah.
So how do we do that? So first thing, these are the legacy tools actually. If you see that, these tools are there from last 15-20 years. So, and the new tools which we call it a cloud native tool, that means CNCF supported tools. So Docker was a CNCF supported tools, but these tools like Apache, Tomcat, MySQL, all are old tools. So now the first thing what you have to do, we need to enable Apache in this example to publish the matrix at certain endpoint. Okay, we need to inform the we need to enable Tomcat also to do that also.
Mm-hmm.
And because this is the web server, Apache's web server, Tomcat has an inbuilt web server, so this will be exposed at certain port number or something like this, any locations as such. Okay, or 80 port only and certain path. So 80 port Apache is running, and 80 port or any other port also you can do that. So yeah, you can do all this stuff work. Now now how can we do that? That is a question. So once that Apache is exposing the matrix at certain endpoint, okay, and Tomcat is also exposing at certain endpoint. Now MySQL is not a web server, it's a database. So they'll have to expose the metrics. They'll have to store the metrics in some databases. So now the question is, once you do that those prerequisite things, then agent you can configure to collect the metrics from this endpoint and the database which is here, and then agent will send the metrics to here, and then you will see all the metrics at that Datadog. Understood now concept?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so first I'm targeting the Apache, and this is what I'm doing right now. So this is a Ubuntu machine. So apt get install Apache 2. I'm installing Apache 2. It's already installed. So systemctl start Apache 2. Now it's running. Now how do we enable that? So I have a documents for it. You can follow this one. So Datadog Apache. So here you go for this one, Apache HTTPD. Okay, so these are the matrices you will collect. So first thing, install the agent. Yes. Second thing, install the Apache. I did it. Then third thing, enable the integration at Datadog website. How?
Mm.
So let me do that. So Datadog,
Yeah.
enter and login. Okay. So here I will go for integrations because this account is old, so it will be already enabled, but still I want to show you
Yeah.
one time activity. So Apache and here, see here. So right now it's already enabled. Okay, that's the reason you are seeing uninstall integrations, but you have to do that. Also, you should spend all these documents reading it. It will help you. So configuration documents are here. Okay,
Okay.
so here they are saying, hey, install the agent, then enable the mod status module in Apache. So why? So the matrices will be exposed at a certain endpoint.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, this is done. And after that, enable the mod status. How do we do that? So this tutorial will help you to enable the mod status. So here, what is mod status? It's like one of the module for Apache, which will expose the matrices at certain endpoint. So if you are using CentOS, you can follow these documents. If you are following the Ubuntu, you can follow this one. So right now I have Ubuntu, so I will read this. So I know this is already installed, but still I'm running it. So just to make sure that you will not miss any steps. So now here you can check the status of that module is already there or not. And you see module status is already enabled. So that is there. And you should also do this. So now the only thing is you have to change these configurations, this file as per the image. You have to add all granted. So here I am modifying this file and here all granted. Now see this is already there, but if you have no something else, you have to make it just like this. Okay, so
Okay.
that is done. After that, what you have to do, you have to check that the path, which is this is a path, whether you are getting the status enabled or not. So you should restart it also. So here systemctl state restart, enter, and now I'm going to get the IP address uh, here, and then endpoint name, which is server status. That is the endpoint where the see that here it will be there. See, so matrices are coming here. So see that matrices are coming for Apache at this point. Now I need to inform agent, hey agent, go ahead and fetch the matrices from there. Okay, so that is where you need to do the configurations for agent. So far so good.
Yeah.
Go back to this here. Now you have to do this one. Enable the Datadog agent for this one. So last day, if you remember, I said any integration you want to do, you have to do in etc
Config that.
Datadog, and I see agent is not installed, so you'll have to wait for it because this is a new server. So let me install the agent. So integrations, click on the agent, and go to Ubuntu, select keys, and now copy this code and run it. It will be done faster. So Done. Okay, so now I install the agent, automatically it will be started. Now what I need to do is I am going to configure it. So go to cd etc datadog agent conf.d and apache.d. So understand, then go to the conf.d first, and all the integrations are available here only. Any integrations you want to do, you have to do it here only. You need to remember that. So here I'm going for apache.d, and this is an example file which is commented. So what I will do, cp uncomment this one, and now I'll check this file to modify this and see here. So init config, just ignore it and go to the instances. So you can have as many instances here you want. So my Apache is running on the same server, and this is the location which is correct. So everything is configured properly. So no need to change this, but you have to rename it. You have to validate once. So yes, this is something which I did. If you go down, these are the things which I did, and after that you have to restart the agent. So
Yes.
when you restart the agent, and then how do you validate whether data, I mean, send Apache is enabled or not? So there is one command you can run, is this one. So this will help you to check Apache is enabled or not. See, it's enabled. There is one more command you should check, is this one. And you see here this command. So Apache is enabled. So likewise, you can run these commands and then get it done. Now you create some, this I did it, integrations, and create some fake traffic on Apache. So I'm creating some fake traffic F5, 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 F5. So metrics will be generated. And now after that, you go and check the Datadog. So come to here, Metrics Explorer, okay, here, and check that Apache metrics from the last 15 minutes is coming or not. So Apache is coming, total connections, see here, still is not coming, wait. So just wait for a few seconds. I'm
Yeah.
doing F5, 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 and done. Now, and I need to check this, refresh, and 5 minutes. See, suddenly has come. See, so the matrix is coming here under the Metrics Explorer, and this integration is done. So what I did, nothing great, install the Apache, configure the Apache to expose the matrix at a certain endpoint, configure the agent, and then agent is sending here. You are able to see this. Got it, all of you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now next integration which I'm going to talk about is Tomcat. So Tomcat is basically Java-based applications. So let me help you with that. So Datadog Tomcat. So first you have to install the Java. So I think this machine will be there, but anyways, I'll show you. So here it is there, how to enable Apache Tomcat monitoring in Datadog agent. So you should read this. Some of the content is for good. And in Ubuntu, I'm going to install the JDK. JDK 11 or anything is okay. So let me
What
install
about
the
the
Java.
JMX? I mean, I heard that JMX is,
So
yeah.
Tomcat, Tomcat is a tool. If you want to access the, understand this way, if you want to access the Tomcat information or Java information, JMX is the only way. So right now I'm doing JMX only actually. Okay,
Okay.
because Tomcat is a Java based application, and Java information also, if you want to get it, you have to use the JMX only. Got it?
Yeah.
So like, okay, anyways, so here you have a I'm installing the Java because of I want to install the Tomcat. So I did this and run this command to install it. Maybe Java is there or something. No, is there, and then done. So first step, I install Java. After that, you have to download the Tomcat. Okay. So Tomcat is something. These are the instructions there, and these instructions I can follow. So let me do that. Tomcat download. Enter. These are all commands I remember. So zip file, copy it, and go to OPT. Now Apache Tomcat is there or not? So see that it's not there. It's not there. So let's download it. Wget download it. And now I remember all these commands, so I'm running it. So you can take a help from the here unzip and enter. Unzip this. Now I'll go inside this directory /bin and chmod -r 755 dot to change this permissions. Done. So this is a Tomcat is also you download it. So this is done. Now I don't want to run this Tomcat right now because I want to add some JavaScript application. Agent is already there, so you know that. This is something which you have to do if you really want Java metrics. You want to call it Java metrics, Tomcat metrics. This is the JMX. So how do we enable the JMX? So you have to add this one in this file somewhere. The screenshot has been given, so you can just refer this. So this part of the things which will enable the JMX in the Java, and Tomcat data automatically will get it. Understood?
Yeah.
So let me do that. So go to the catalina.sh file under the bin. So vi, and somewhere these are the comments. Go a little bit down. Somewhere here after exec I can add this code and this code. This code, if you're a Java programmer, you'll understand that this we are setting a class path, nothing great about it, and save it. Done. Now I'm going to start up because I never need to shut down because I did not do that startup. So start the Tomcat. Started the Tomcat. Now my Tomcat is running on the port number 8080. So that's a default port. Enter. And now see Tomcat is coming. So now Tomcat is coming. You can get some application using. So now when I go to some application which is there under the examples, this is permission denied. So this is the recent implementation of the Tomcat latest one. So what we do, I'll just go example apps and go to this file and remove that permissions. I mean, I will allow that. So how do I do that? So go to htdocs file, which is application location, web app, I guess, web app. Yeah, web app, not htdocs. Go to the examples, search for this file dot name and this one, and here you have this file vi, and I will remove this line val1, this one and this one. That line was not allowing me to access. So now save it and finally refresh. Now I'm able to access. I will generate some traffic. Here it came. And now I'll generate some traffic. So click on these sample applications. F5, 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 I'm doing it. Okay. All these things, and you can do that. So here, this is something which you have done it. Now you have to go and do this one also, enable integration. So first I'll go to the Datadog website and go to enable the integration, because integrations only one time you have to do that. Okay. So most of your time in account it will be done. But if you are new account, you should do that. So see, mine is done because I've used this account already. And you should read all these documents. This which has a lots of information. Okay.
So a security group is already enabled, right? If it is EC2 instance in that
Yeah,
8080.
yeah. For me, it's everything is open just to have a smooth training. But
Okay.
for you, it'll be a problem. You have to check those ports and all.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, let me do this one. Again, this is the pattern. So let me do that. So go to etc datadog and conf.d, and under this here cd tomcat, and here this file which you have cp and to this one. And most of the time it's configured, but I want to check it out once because I don't want so see, everything is enabled already. And endpoint is, remember, localhost. My Tomcat is running on localhost and 9012 port that is there. How come? So if you see that I created this code based on that only. So 9012 authentication false. So that's okay. No need to change anything. Now finally you will start the agent using this command. Okay. And then finally you can run this command and this command to check the integration. So uh, let me run this, and to check the integrations, it's running now. This one config, so it's too many entries. I'll do the grep tomcat. Okay, it's there. And then one more command we have, agent status, and tomcat, look for it, tomcat. Apache is here, tomcat would be somewhere. I'm not able to find out so far. JMX, see here, it's here. So yeah, is there. Now can I check that now my Datadog with the Tomcat
JMX,
in?
I mean, yeah, you integrated this in the application, right? This JMX.
Tomcat, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but generally we used to install separately in the container. It's GCR or .io, something like that.
No, see, any applications you enable JMX with the application server, because you don't run application directly in the JVM. You run through application server like Tomcat, JBoss, WebLogic, WebSphere, and all kind of
Yeah.
things. So you have to enable in that, so it will be enabled for all the applications which you are hosting. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, we can install JMX directly, right? I mean, I have seen when we run Datadog.
JMX is nothing but library in Java. JMX is nothing but, it's not a some different software. It's there in the Java already.
Mm,
Just you need to enable it. I'll show you this. See that. In this one, see here. You did not do anything. Just you enable. The moment you set this one, no, then it's get enabled. It's there all the Java you have it actually. But if you set this, it will get enabled.
yeah, yeah, I got it here. We are facing one issue. I got it. Yeah, I understand this integration and how it is enabled in JMX in the Tomcat server. Yeah, we have on the server like JMX. When we run Datadog status, we used to see JMX1 and JMX2. I mean, it's a separate installation. I think
Mhm.
it's on Docker also. It is there. So now they are facing like JMX error while restarting the container. We have a pod. In the pod, we have Datadog agent container, where they used to get JMX error in
Yeah,
so that we need to fix it. So
right.
for that I am unable to understand why that particular while loading why that particular, whether we need to remove that from the image, or I mean how it's a separate installation, or I mean when I checked in the docs Datadog hq.com, I see that host and Docker integration is there
Mhm.
separate completely. So that's why I just recollected here.
Okay. So now let me check that Tomcat data has come or not. So go to the Explorer and here metrics Tomcat, and you see byte received from last 5 minutes. So data start not coming right now. Tomcat, let's say max time. Yeah, it started coming now. So yeah, this is the integration for Tomcat. So we did for Apache, we did for Tomcat. Any questions so far?
Nothing.
Okay, now next integrations which we are going to do is from the MySQL. Okay, so MySQL is little in terms of process oriented. So let's do that. So go for Datadog, MySQL, and here mm, Datadog MySQL here. This tutorial you can follow. So you should read this. These are the matrices you will get it as part of this integrations. Pretty huge one. And after this, you have to follow this one. So the first question, did you install the agent? Yes, that's done. Second question, you have to install the MySQL server. Now, if you have a CentOS, probably you can follow this one. If it is Ubuntu, you can follow this one. So I'm having Ubuntu, so I'll follow this one. Okay. So let me check the MySQL installed or not in my server. So here, clear the screen. MySQL is not installed, so I'm going to install it. Okay. And then I'm going to start the MySQL. And here, MySQL services. So I install this. I'll just change the password of root. So go for MySQL. And should you change the password of root? Yeah, let me change this. So here you are changing the password of root and enter. Done. And after that you can quit this. So yeah, from here you don't need to do. It was for older revision, so that is more than sufficient. So now install this MySQL server. Now after that, what you have to do, you have to enable the integrations for the Datadog. So can you go to that? Here you have integrations and go for MySQL, search for it. And here is already enabled for me. It's an old account, so it's there. And you know what? You should read all this thing because I'm going to use it in some time. Okay, so that is done. So this is also done. So after that, these are the things you can follow. From either you follow from here or either you follow from here. It's the same thing. Okay. So I'm following the official document, so that way you will align with it. So what exactly is doing? So here first you have to log into the MySQL and create one data and data user actually. So do that actually. So login MySQL using user root, enter -p. This is the user way to log in, and then this command you will find it in my recordings and then my tutorials also. Enter. What happened? wrong options. Yo, done. So I logged in and I will create one user. There's a problem actually in the code, wrong copy paste actually. So you know what, copy it carefully. So here the password, I'm making this password itself. So done, and copy paste it and done. So this way you created one user. Now what this user will be doing, so this user will configure with agent. So this agent will fetch the database, the matrices from certain database, and then send it to Datadog site. That is what it will do. So that is done. Now this is just to verify if your password is set or not. So this I don't need to run it. Now this command you can run in the MySQL 5.6 and 7. Right now my MySQL version is 8, so I can ignore it. For MySQL 8, you have a command here. Look at it. Copy carefully, okay, and run it. Enter. Done. And after that, you have to do this one also and enter. And these two queries done. After that, you have to run this one also. Enter. Done. And this is the verification command, no need to run. And here this command will show the permissions. So copy this, and this is a table you see where you have all the matrices. So it's done. And the last command you need to follow is this one, which will grant the permission to the Datadog user for granting this permission performance schema. Done. So remember that my username was Datadog and password was password, and it's a local server. So good to go. Everything is configured. Quit. Now come back to my documents. So what I did all this thing. Okay, I did all this thing and good to go. Now this is also, if you want to do that, you can do that, but it's not required. I completed. After that, you have to do this one. This is something repetitive. So go to mysql.d, mysql.d, okay, and then copy this file and here. Now I'll modify this file. So you have to modify this file accordingly as per your creations of user and password. So here if you go a little bit carefully, okay, username is Datadog, I created, password is password, so I have to modify this PASSWRD, put number is same, and so on. So these are the things you have to modify. Now I want you to add these options because this document also you have, if you see these options here. So you can add this option under the port options. Okay. So and done. This 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a YAML file. Be careful while modifying. Done. So I did it this one, and same thing you have here. And now finally restart the agent, and it's taking a little time. Done. And now I'm going to do the status. So now I'm checking the status of MySQL. MySQL should be here. Gemex is here. Tomcat is here. Let me check that MySQL. Apache is here. And agent is here. can you locate the MySQL? I'll search for it. I don't have a patience.
Yeah.
Yep, MySQL, and it's there. You see, okay, status okay. That means okay. Now everything is okay. This kind of commands you can run it. You have a screenshot and get it done. Now this is the changes for MariaDB. You don't have to do that. So can I go and check this? So go to the Datadog website, same Metrics Explorer, and go to Metrics Explorer here, and last 5 minutes, and MySQL is here, base queues, it's coming. So now what you did, these three integrations, one from web server, one from Tomcat server, and one from database, we did it. Did you understand that, all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So likewise, any tools which is coming, the first thing, understand that concept is very simple. First thing, you need to check those tools which you are integrating and collecting the matrix, whether the tool is exposing the matrices or not, and that is the important configurations. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing, you have to check you have to enable the Datadog enable configuration in the agent. And third thing, you have to verify those matrices are coming at a Datadog website or not. And these are the way you can do the things very well. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll push this two remaining integrations for next time, and also after that we'll migrate to APM. Any questions so far?
Nothing.
Okay, then I'll share the recordings and the documents, and you can follow that.
Yeah.
Sure. See you.
Yeah.